In a musty garage in Newton, New Jersey, a dog named Jake lives in lonely exile.
It breaks my heart to see him like this because it's the last thing I would ever want for any animal. He lives in a garage and in a basement, and he doesn't get much social interaction at all with dogs or humans except Jeff.
Jeff and Dana Huckle adopted the Australian Shepherd Pit Bull mix 2 years ago. At the time, Jake seemed like the typical friendly puppy, and the couple hoped he would be the first member of a family they were eagerly planning.
I don't know, maybe there were signs that we didn't see leading up to everything that made it happen, but it was hard to understand why he got the way he did.
Dana first met Jake at the school where she works as a special education teacher.
There's a lady down the hallway that had brought in this 3-week-old puppy. And everybody at the school knows that, you know, Dana's an animal lover, let's go tell Dana. So I went down there and they're like, oh, this puppy needs a home. And at the time, I wasn't able to have him because I worked full day. So I gave it to my mother and she bottle fed him and everything like that.
When he was little, he was around puppies, cats, children, adults. Showed a little food aggression when you would go near his bowl. But other than that, he was fine.
After a year, Dana's schedule changed and she was able to bring Jake to live with her and her new husband, Jeff. Everything went smoothly until the Huckles went on vacation for 2 weeks, leaving Jake alone with Dana's sister, Kristen.
I got up to get into the kitchen and Jake followed me. All of a sudden, he jumped to lunge at me and showed teeth and growled. I jumped up onto the countertop right away, and he cornered me, and he wouldn't let me get down. I couldn't move. I was terrified.
It was like literally overnight. Like one day he was fine, and then the next day he just changed. Like I went down to go pet him, and he starts growling at me.
Then from there, it just started to get worse, where it was just Dana and Kristen, and then more females, and then it went from females to males, everybody, and then it was just out of control where he couldn't go near anybody, except for me.
The Huckles tried adding a dachshund named Baxter to the household mix, but the new dog only heightened Jake's anxiety.
When we bring him in with the muzzle, he'll stand wherever you put him in a freeze. So I say, Jake, come here, and then that's when he starts growling at me. Like if he hears my voice, it just sets him off. We took Jake to the groomers, and then he was banned totally because nobody could handle him. We've pretty much tried every aspect of training that we know of. And then the trainer that came to our house, she did about 10 sessions. She only did 8, she quit before 10.
Stay there, buddy.
When I go down to do the laundry, Jake is staring me down. So I try to kind of go in there with the basket, and the basket shielding me from him. I can't trust him. And everybody says, you know, what are you gonna do when you have kids? You can't trust them around kids, and I just don't know what to do. And that's the normal reaction. Every time we're outside, I'm not allowed to go near my husband or near him.
It's like Dana always says, he's a very expensive goldfish, because that's all she can do is look at him. If Jake ever turned on me, that would probably be the end, because if I couldn't handle him, who could?
So we actually got to a point where Jeff called the vet and found out how much it would cost to put him down.
It was hard. It was hard on us because it's like, well, we feel like we're hurting this dog, and it kind of seemed hopeless, and that's when, you know, people started saying maybe you should consider putting him down.
The Huckles wonder if Jake has psychological problems and fear their only choice for him is continued exile or euthanasia. They call in dog behavior expert Cesar Millan as their last hope. With Jake banished to his lonely cell in the garage, the entire family assembles to discuss the case.
He can't be around any women, and now it actually moved to men too. And the only one that could go near him is my husband, Jeff.
Does he charge you or he bites?
He charges. Well, when he's around me now, he has a muzzle on.
There's some times where she's outside, we tried to train him in the backyard, and he had the muzzle on, and we were just trying to, you know, walk him around the backyard with her, and you jumped at her, you know, wrapped the legs around her, and he had the muzzle on and went after her outside.
Yeah, when I was just trying to walk him in the backyard.
That was a full-blown attack.
Yeah.
What worried me the most at that time was the dog was hugging. That's what they do when they capture the prey and they hold on to it. So you don't want to be a dog owner who is being seen by their own dog as a prey.
So what have you done?
We had a few trainers. They came to our house, and she gave up halfway through and told us to put him down. I think I felt bad for him, so I would always cuddle him. I'd pet him. I'd give him
That's the
attention.
beauty of women.
Yeah.
That's how you guys rescue us.
Yeah.
That's when, though he was when he was a puppy, he was a very cuddly, sweet, loving dog that he would want to, you know, curl up next to you. And he was so young, too.
Well, the problem was
he
he
was
was 3 weeks old.
You were nurturing energy from the
Right.
beginning, excitement, dominance.
Right. But you still had to feed him with the little, you know,
The bottom.
I understand, but
bottle,
you also
so
see
you're
energy.
holding him, yeah.
You chose to see cuteness, cuddly, sweet.
Yeah, because he was so little.
That's what I say. You chose to see, you know, instead of see the reality.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying not to love a dog. I'm just saying do not love excitement, dominance, because then you end up with troubles.
Right.
It's a cattle dog, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the human became the target because obviously the humans share weak energy, and then they say, I can go after you. You know, I don't have sheep, I don't have cow to drain my energy. Obviously, you have not fulfilled the need, so regardless of what tool you have used, it's not going to work because you now have become petrified.
Yes.
Not only that, he's already shown a full-blown attack. Once they grab and they do this thing,
Yes.
that's full-blown attack.
That's exactly what he does.
It's not just
He does that with the soccer ball that he has.
Yeah, he
possessive.
Yes. Very possessive.
I gotta meet him.
You're gonna need him.
All right.
upstairs. Oh, there he is.
See that distance right there? He's being respectful about it. Very quiet. I'm gonna sit down right here just for a little while. There's no need for eye contact right now. Very nice. Moving sideways is really good. He's enjoyed. Sounds like it's growling, but it's not. It's just a sound.
Well, that's how he starts.
Oh.
You know, and then it progresses from there, where he starts showing teeth.
As a cattle dog, they're very vocal. And so he is expressing his tension through, So if you don't know how to interpret that, you can take him into the next level, which is really aggression, by panicking or by being fearful.
So he's unsure, so it doesn't make any sense for me to keep moving forward because he's not relaxing, You can put the muzzle on if you want.
A lot of people feel more comfortable when the dog has a muzzle. If that makes you comfortable, that makes you calm. That's good. That's what makes you powerful.
I see, wait. That's why he doesn't like the muzzle.
I try to go from behind, and he's still...
No. Cookie, can you get a piece of food or anything?
The old way that we had muzzled him was, surprise, we're putting it on you. So we changed that experience for him.
Now, if people don't call that positive reinforcement, I don't know what that is. So we're taking our time to convince him to trust. And not only that, she's right here. So she's also part of what we're creating.
Yeah.
You see it? You're being related to it.
Yes, it's something good.
Yeah,
Positive.
something good.
Loves the apples.
He loves the apple, that's for sure. All right, so now you can put it on. Yeah, just gently. There we go. Go ahead. There we go. Nicely, very nice. Just there we go. Nicely. Relax. Very nice. Huh? And the silence is very good.
Yeah.
Because you get to influence him in a very quiet way. Because this sound is a lot of excitement.
Right.
Cesar learns that Jake has been languishing in his garage prison for 10 months, building up frustration that is certainly contributing to his aggression.
Very jumpy.
Cesar decides to take Jake out for some vigorous exercise before working on his behavior issues.
There we go. There we go. See it? This dog has won many battles with the leash on his neck. You can't lose the battle. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna. You hurt him more when you quit.
But when Cesar suits up for rollerblading, it becomes clear that Jake is resistant to walking on a leash.
Oh, put the car in front of him.
Oh, yeah, he'll run after the car. Yeah. Most definitely.
The Huckles tell Cesar that Jake's sheep-herding instincts have always drawn him to chasing cars. Cesar decides to take advantage of this by using the camera vehicle to help keep Jake moving forward. But even with a car to chase, Jake is still suspicious of the leash.
Come back. Yeah. More. All right. And go forward. It was not an option to give up on Jake, you know. Professionals, not the owners. Professionals have given up on him. So for him to meet another professional who gives up on him, it would be the worst case scenario for Jake, you know, and to live the worst life ever. You're gonna walk, buddy. The whole point of this exercise was to unlock him from the belief that the leash in my neck is a negative thing. So it was just a matter of time. Of course, he needed to drain some of that pent-up energy. And slowly, I started creating what I want. And that's when Todd came into the picture and said, Todd, stand the back and you're gonna be a sheep herding dog.
Production assistant Todd Henderson, who's been trailing behind, now takes a more hands-on role in the effort to unlock Jake's natural instincts.
He walks, no problem. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's it. Go ahead, right there, up. There we go. If he walks, don't touch. Only when that's we're doing what he does to the sheep. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Touch. There we go. And then I teach Todd how much intensity, what's the timing, you know, don't overdo it. So I'm just guiding him. Touch. There we go. There we go. See? Who would have known that we were gonna do sheep herding on a sheep herding dog? There we go. This is good. He understood what I wanted after 2-3 times. So we became a perfect team for the benefit of a dog. Now I need the rollerblades again. Go ahead, touch. There we go, touch. Lock him out, that's right. So he sees that these two humans is not to hurt him, it's to make him move forward. And that was the message delivered. Touch. There you go. I'm glad that we have a nice and shape PA guy. Most of the time I use the pack of dogs, but I can also use a pack of humans. I just have to teach them what do I need. Smell his house, that's it, that's his nose, yeah! When he went in the zone, it was just a beautiful experience. I mean, dogs give up really fast. They just let it go. This is what you want? Fine. Yeah, we unlock him. Look at him. Woo.
Cesar was just very positive with Jake. You know, oh, just put the muzzle on, give him the apple, let's run with him, everything.
Took his time.
He took his time, yes. He took his time until he saw the end result he wanted.
Do we have any, like a stick that I can put in front of him? Oh, we do. Sheep herding dog, buddy. Remember?
Yeah.
They use the stick. See how I slow him down?
When we're trying to teach him to walk, he would freeze and you'd be dragging him for a half an hour.
But he's not shutting down, you notice?
No, he's just...
He's still trying. The way that Cesar did it was more broken up, where it wasn't like, let's just hit him with all this stuff. You know, you're stopping, you're taking the time, let him relax, let's go again, and it worked a lot better.
Right, he focused on one thing at a time until he accomplished that one thing.
He's not afraid of the umbrella, he's just respectful of the umbrella. It's a difference.
He's not trying to, you know, he's focused on the walk, which is nice.
Yeah. You know, actually, can you come on that side so you can block him on that side? And we become more like, two leaders. Here, you hold the leash. It works better. See how we are using him as a tool?
Yeah.
There you go. And then, come on, you gotta be part. Bring it back, bring it back. Don't let 1 second. There we go, and then relax. That's right. Only use the umbrella when he's about to move and forward. Yeah. There, right there. Nicely, nicely, very nice. There we go. That's a beauty right there. See it?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
That's the beauty.
How nice.
That's the beauty.
Oh, look
There
at that.
we
You
go.
just put it in front of him and he...
That's right.
So it was very important. Okay, let's move forward. But at the same time, when you move forward, you have to understand what is it that you have to work on. Let's go upstairs. And so that's why I focus on Dana, because Dana was the biggest block.
Walk right there, and you be ready for it. Right there, right there. Relax. Very good. The touch, just to snap him out of it.
Okay.
Right, and then it was this. And then you saw he just went, ooh. Yeah, he was backing away. Let's do it again. Hey.
Every dog has a limit. Even pit bulls have a limit. It just requires a human who takes the time. You know, it's not about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's as long as it takes. You focus on what you want to create.
I'm taking the tail away from between his legs.
Yeah.
Because that creates fear. So I want him to be not surrender. There. The more he fights, the more he releases that pent-up energy. There you go. See, and then I answer, okay, this is what I want. See it? So you have to also learn when to stop. There you go. That's better state.
And then after he went into a very aggressive state, he went to a panic state. You know, so what it came natural to me is to put him on the side so he can relax, because when they're on the side this way, there is a sense of relaxation, sense of trust, sense of vulnerability, where they just totally surrender and give up.
This is just, he's panicking. There you go, buddy. Just let it go. There you go. That's good. Tail.
People that have come in before to help Jake really wasn't helping him. In fact, it made it worse. And we made it worse because we were following their beliefs and techniques.
Now, when they ask you to do this behavior, that he went through the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you ever accomplish the whole relaxation? Or he always put up a fight?
No.
He always.
Always.
All right, so that's what we look. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Obviously, somebody has done this and not accomplished the whole. You know, I'm not using assertive side of me. You know, I'm using more calm side of me. I'm not taking it personal. I'm not getting frustrated. You know, come on, you have to do this in 5 seconds. Even though he's on the side. Right now, I'm not trying to dominate. I'm just trying to relax him.
Right.
So this is pretty good. Like he's staying in that position
Yeah.
for a long period of time.
He's never done that before.
So he saw that, you know, we stay there when he was tense. We stay there when he was aggressive. And then we stay there when he was panicked. And then we waited until he relaxed. That creates the trust.
Just to see Jake, the end result being him laying down is amazing. I think I get over my fear.
Just totally ignore it, like really totally ignore it. Open the refrigerator, you know. Shh. There we go. That's just tension, that's not aggression. You see what I mean? But you can send him into aggression, that's what you ignore. So just
Right.
go do whatever you gotta do. Shh. Look. See it?
Right. Push him out of the way. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is your
Flame
fridge.
the refrigerator.
Yeah.
But it was not confrontational.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can also use, if you don't want to use your front body, you can just twist sideways. Let me show you. Let me have this space right
Yes.
here. Like, you can just go. Look, see, he's just being tense, vocalizing it. If he was aggressive, he goes.
So he's kind of just saying, like...
I'm tense about your presence.
Mm-hmm.
He's tense more than he's aggressive. So this is what we have to see from him. That when he's doing that, he's not being aggressive. He's just expressing the tension. So
That's the difference.
that's a difference.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. A lot of people misinterpret a dog that, oh my God, what's happening? At that moment, you empower him. See, we took power away from him by knowing where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
He's tense, his whole body is tense.
Right. He is.
All right, so let's go see where he is so we can.
Okay, he's
Where
actually
it's
right over
there?
here.
Okay, so go ahead.
Cool.
This is all about her being able to walk anywhere she wants when Jake is around. There we go, just walk. There, just like that. Yeah, come back. Very nice. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, but you can also come here, stay here. That's just tension, that's all tension. There you go, look.
And he walks away.
Walks away.
Yeah.
So this way you're helping him. Don't be tense, just move away.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Instead of you walking away, which then you empower him with he's tense and dominant. Don't help me that way. That's a big load for me. I don't know how to live unstable.
Yeah.
You know? He's right next to you. He should be chewing you by now.
Yeah, he
But
should
you're not
be.
focusing on him.
Right. He's just standing right next to me.
Yeah. So this is what's going to happen. The more you guys practice exercise discipline, the easier it becomes to be with him. Really rehabilitating a dog that has tension, aggression and panic and frustration from releasing the energy. Plus, he's also possessive of it. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of baggage, and very powerful things. But his main thing is the attention. This is where everything comes from. This is what triggers everything else. He gets tense, and nobody helps him, and then he escalates into. You see what I mean? So what's the point of loving somebody if you're not gonna help them?
So pretty much living my life the way I want to live it is helping him too.
Yes.
Doing whatever I want to do.
Exactly.
I just wanted Dana to see that what I was teaching her is real in the dog world as well. So Daddy was just here to support my teaching.
And it's amazing when he brought Daddy in here to see how he reacted with Jake, and it was just an easy, oh, no, I'm done with you. You don't have a good energy. I'm gonna go over here to, another dog. And it made sense about me having to want to have kids, but instead I'm using my dogs right now as my babies. And that's the root of the problem. So I need to treat him like a dog, which is what he is.
It's a give and take. It's of a sharing leadership, because Jeff has good insight, but Dana does control the household. So, she's the pack leader with the human world, but not with the dog world. And that's where Jeff can be
So by us,
very helpful, because obviously he has more control with Jake.
there you go. Now we brought him into it.
Mm-hmm.
Just block him, Roach. There we go. We're asking him to join us.
Right.
Because it's, look at all these people who are supporting the belief of trust in him.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, everybody's sharing energy right now, So it really takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to rehabilitate a dog.
Mm-hmm.
My whole team supported the rehabilitation of Jake today. So can he be around a lot of people? Yeah.
Look at that. He's coming in.
He showed I get tense, I get aggressive, I panic, and I also can become submissive. He showed everything.
Let him come.
In order to rule out medical problems as additional factors in Jake's behavior, Cesar recommends that the Huckles take him to a homeopathic vet for additional testing.
Keep going.
But it will also take patience and perseverance on their part to help bring Jake permanently out of exile and into their family.
Oh, it's better.
So any little thing is a lesson,
Yeah.
whatever you do.
Well, he learned to trust you.
Right.
isolating.
Keep them isolated.
Nobody wins.
Learning nothing.
Nobody
Right.
wins.
A lot of cases are mislabeled as red zone cases, you know, because a lot of times people don't understand that they're feeding into the wrong energy or they're creating the wrong state of mind. But the true dog lover shows that he does whatever it takes to make a dog balance. That's a true dog lover.
I see that there's hope for him. You know, I don't have to think about, oh, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna have to put him down, or he's gonna have to live outside in a pen by himself or a garage. It's like a huge weight off your shoulders just to see that it can be accomplished.
Yeah.
It's kind of start over like a new day.
Yeah.
A new day after Cesar is here.
Kona may possess an irresistible face, but Keith and Lisa Bryan have learned that behind that cute face lies an energy that knows no bounds or boundaries.
We didn't look at any other breeds. It was a boxer that we wanted. She was adorable as a puppy. We thought we were getting the mellow one, of course, which turned out to not be the case. And after watching the show, I realized she really does need to drain that energy because she was unbearable to live with. Come on, let's go. Come on.
When my nephews come over, Kona sees it as, oh, it's just a moving toy, so let me go jump on it.
She has more than one time knocked over little kids. Not in any anger or anything like that, it's just play. Kona, come on.
We had her in the backyard one day, and her little friend, Kaena, came over. And when we took Kaena away, Kona just jumped the fence like it was nothing. That's a 6-foot fence.
Since then, we haven't been able to leave her in the backyard by herself unless we're at home. She's extremely persistent. My biggest fear is that she could get out and break a leg in the process.
My fear is that she won't come back and that she'll just take off and maybe get picked up by someone or maybe get hit by a car or something. I hope that Cesar is able to stop her from jumping.
And if we could get her just to calm down, that would really be great. You want to tell the story?
Well, we have a little escape artist on our hands. She's figured out how to jump our 6-foot fence in the backyard. Ooh. So we need help with that because we feel like we can't leave her in the backyard.
So obviously you have an active type dog, right?
Very.
Low, medium, high, very high. Which one is she?
I would say very high.
Have you met boxers before?
Uh-huh.
And you seen different energy in boxers?
Uh-huh.
Oh, definitely.
We have a neighbor that has a boxer. I mean, it's 10 years old, but it's way lower energy.
All right, so what do you do to challenge or redirect the energy?
She gets definitely regular walks. She gets about a half an hour in the morning, and then when we get home, we usually take her for about an hour walk.
And what about with dogs? Does she have dog friends?
She does have a dog friend that she plays very rough with.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't tend to play nicely much with other dogs. Some dogs she reacts poorly to and is barking like crazy and just wants to get at them. And other dogs I've noticed more lately, if there's 2 or 3 dogs that she comes up to, she's very fearful of them at first.
Okay, so fear means she runs away or she stays away from
Cowers completely.
But that's not necessarily fear.
Okay.
When we say fear, it could be submission. You know, so if a dog submit to another dog that has a different energy, it's normal. Now, dogs who are born to be submissive can become dominant by being with humans who don't know how to control the energy or the state of mind. We can actually empower them to take a position that they were not born to be with. That's why with dogs, she behaves more as who she is. And with the human, she controls in certain situations. So the human have to be educated how to deal with a high-level energy dog. Those guys require more patience, you know, more challenge, and definitely for you to be very consistent in how your mind is at the moment you come into their space.
Okay.
So if you come with a frustrated mind, anxious mind, and a rush mind, that is it plays a signal of weakness from your part.
I credit Kona with teaching me patience, because when we first got her, I was done after a couple weeks because she was so high energy. And after watching your show and reading your book, it's taught me a lot.
Sit.
Lee tends to get her riled up. She likes to play with her. And I think you've had other dogs that you could do that with no problem without Kona getting so high energy because of it.
Because when we'd have dogs, we would wrestle with it, or trying to stop doing that is kind of hard, but...
And who was in control of the dogs that you grew up with?
My dad.
All right, so this is why you can play with it. See, so now Dad, the authority figure, is not around to settle the dog down. But now it's your job to be the authority figure.
Right.
Right. Nothing wrong playing with a dog and wrestling and doing all that stuff, but you have to play authority figure. Because if you represent excitement, you're not authority figure.
Right.
Right.
Kona's rehabilitation begins with a visit to the scene of her crimes.
First, she was going directly right here, and now she's going right here.
This is why it's important to for a professional to come and assess the situation to see if it's because the dog is really bored or something else. What triggers this reaction? This behavior also with you guys?
All the time.
Yeah.
This case is really about teaching the human that before excitement, you have to teach calm submission. Okay.
I try to ignore it because that's what I've been told is just to...
Sometimes it's okay to ignore the behavior, you know, and sometimes you have to address the behavior. If I choose to walk away and then I'm given my space, you understand? So that makes her excited dominant. If it's in a mild level of excitement, just ignoring is very helpful. But once a dog gets into this high level of excitement, you can't really avoid or ignore the behavior. And so we have to do activities that blocks her from being excited on her own. So it will be a time where we trigger the excitement, but it's not when she is in an excited state of mind, and then we cater to that state of mind.
Hey.
What is she doing?
She's biting us. Hey, knock it off.
You feel that you accomplished what you wanted?
I don't know if I completely accomplished it, but I accomplished it for that moment, I think.
Okay, all right, so let me explain to you what that represents. That's just a momentarily thing. She will come right back. So you're just chasing the dog away, you're not making the dog surrender to it.
Okay.
So you move forward, but you didn't follow through.
Okay.
The follow through is very important, and that's what it takes a little bit more patience, because a dog that is in that state of mind, they will utilize you coming to them as a playful behavior. So you can't lose your patience because, you know, the more you lose your patience, the more weak you become. The more weak you become, the less you're going to accomplish what you want. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then she knows how to put your buttons. All right, so right now, you did 50% of what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Right? So because you did 50%, it wasn't 100% clear that that's not what you want. You just don't want it for that moment. Kona is a typical hyperactive case, you know. She's happy-go-lucky. You can see it as a happy-go-lucky dog, but she's definitely taking it to another level where she can hurt herself or hurt others by excitement.
Let's go.
Kona's energy kicks into high gear when Cesar's pit bull Daddy stands on the other side of the gate.
So that's how you remove her away from the object?
Yeah.
All right. So that's physically. You want to do it psychologically. Okay, so just let it go. So the dog is another dog on the other side. Now, when you grab and remove, they're not really doing anything. You're doing pretty much everything. So the idea is to come and claim the space so she can give you an air. It's more psychological.
is the brain is telling the body walk away.
Yeah.
The other way is the body not telling anything.
Yeah, just getting dragged out of the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, this creates a more calmer. I surprised, he didn't saw where he came. The touch, you know, when you hear the it was a surprise sound. And this is where you take the time. So I'm just claiming this area.
Okay.
She goes into a playful state of mind. It's an excited, submissive state. But notice I didn't touch the collar, and she's giving me the distance that she gives you when you touch the collar.
Yeah.
So that creates a different understanding and communication, more to the point. My goal with Daddy is to give him an example. Okay, when do you ignore the behavior, and when you do address the behavior? And when you address the behavior, what intensity are you using while you're doing it? Just let it go. Let it go. So he is, look, he's ignoring the behavior. I want you to see how.
Yeah, he is.
See that growl?
Uh-huh.
It's gonna get to a point. There you go. Now he's gonna face her. Look. See, once he there you go. See, that settled her down. He began with ignoring, right? But then he moved to address. So that's something that you have to condition pit bull and any fighting breed to not feel invited to it, to respond in a different way. That's why he chose first, ignore the behavior. But then he realized that this female wasn't getting the point, right? And then you saw him face it.
Yeah.
And then she gave him space, wow. So
Yeah.
But he's not taking it personal. Look how he stands his ground, look. More distance.
He's like, wow, you
So now
got a lot of energy.
Now, see how he's walking in his space? He's claiming the space. Like I said, males are gonna do that and females are gonna do what they do. Showing. The reason why I brought that is so you can see how he's moving in and how his behavior is affecting her state of mind. I like to teach people from my point of view as a human being and from Daddy's point of view as a dog. There's no words.
Yeah.
Then you see the switch.
Yeah, she's chill now.
Yeah. And at the end, we both are practicing same state of mind. It just comes different because we're both different species. All right, so let's just do the step number 2, which is bring in her friend.
Okay. And normally at this point, we would probably just let him go.
So today is a good example of how important it is to begin the activity with a calm, submissive state. So the dog learned, in this case, Kona, learned to become submissive before excitement. It's not that we're not going to allow her to be herself, you know, that excited self that she is, but she also have to practice primal behavior, which is calm, submissive before playful time. That's calm, submissive. That's good. That's what we want. Yeah, so what we need to create is the same state of mind. What would you do to create a more calm state of mind?
I'd probably first separate her, just to get her away from it.
Watch this. So instead of separating, now the touch is just to snap the brain out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Follow? Right. Removing her away from the situation doesn't teach the brain that when she comes into the picture, you can also behave calm, submissive. And because it's something that she doesn't normally practice on a daily basis, you have to give her time for her to calm down. So this, mild level of excitement, no need for me to do the touch. I can do it with the leash. See, I'm moving the leash to the side to snap her out of it. If I pull back, I don't snap her out of it. I make her more powerful. You getting it?
Get it.
So now we can release. Wait, not yet.
that. That's right. This is an opportunity to control that state of mind. Now you block it from there, okay? Very nice. There we go, right there. Once you relax it, let it go. There we go.
We went to a whole nother level of patience with her because I now see how I need to follow through with it.
She's trying to figure out, how do I get what I normally get? Well, what we're saying is you wait.
You work for it.
You work for it. You go into a calm, submissive state, then you go into an excited state. And then we're going to control how long can they stay in that state.
Right.
All right, so you can let it go now. And then, you know, sit down and enjoy the
Gladiator fight?
Huh?
The fight?
Well, it's a very rough game,
Yeah.
you know? You know, look, humans play football. That's a rough game, you know? Wrestle and all that stuff. You know?
So this is okay
Yeah.
that they're doing this, even though it's so rough.
It's just part of the breed. The breed plays like that. That's a game, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no aggression in it. There's no dominance in it. It's just rough. The way we did it is we told them when to go into that game, and then we're going to tell them when to stop the game. So we begin the game, and we end the game. We do it. So now I'm going to get in.
Okay.
To see how he just remained calm the whole time and didn't get too, like I tend to get just a little stressed out over the situation.
So what I'm saying is slow down the process.
So to see him do that just really emphasized how much I, have to work on.
And again, I'm gonna stay there until I accomplish what I'm looking for. Then I can go actually sit down and,
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is like never before.
Yeah, we've never been able to stop them like that.
Right.
Never.
The message is be with each other in a different state of mind.
Yeah.
All right, so we are all eyes and ears.
Lisa finds that getting control of an active dog isn't quite as easy as it looks when Cesar does it.
Too fast. Look how fast she's moving in it. Take your time. I mean, really, take your time. Every step you give is relax. You start becoming their speed. So it's not about becoming them, it's them becoming you.
Okay.
Follow? And then you start holding yourself like this. You're not powerful. This is your power right here.
Okay.
You're a two-legged species. Nice. That's right. Just walk away. That's it. That's it. Look. In order for a dog to give you an eye contact that you're looking for, you really have to be calm and assertive. That's when they give you 100% eye contact. That's when they are focusing on whatever you want. What do you want me to do next, buddy? There you go. And then that's it. You guys walk away. And then you say, that's what I want. And then you just walk away. So that's the conversation that we need to learn to have with dogs when we accomplish a behavior. Lisa is an example of she was allowed to play with a dog, but she was never told to discipline a dog or how to be the authority figure, as we did today with her nephew. All right, buddy, we're ready for you. All right.
Cesar believes it's never too early to teach a child how to be a pack leader.
Good example for Lisa to see that at an early age, a child can learn to claim a space, to create calm submission, and to really feel comfortable around a dog. Okay, so watch this. Hold on. Right.
let's move this out of the gear, right? If you notice how he started moving to the side, well, now you're gonna move towards her, okay? You're going with me. Watch this. She's gonna move away from you. There we go. She's just trying to make you play. Good. So, every space that she's in, we are gonna claim it.
Okay.
Okay? It's our space, so watch this. I'm gonna show you how to make it. See it? Then once she stops, then you just walk away. Very proud of yourself.
Good job.
Today we give alternatives to Lisa and Keith. One is how you behave, the energy that you provide, and really this is the ripple that happens around you, you know, and that's gonna take a little bit of time. We needed to do something that can block Kona right away from escaping out of the house, especially when they're not there. Yeah. So the scat mats are a tool. They serve the purpose of keeping a dog away from a certain area that you don't want them to be in. And here you regulate the sensation that you want. So
Where nature uses warnings such as burrs, thorns, or nettles to create natural barriers, scat mats use electricity. A battery-powered vinyl mat with wires inside gives a mild static pulse that startles a dog when it touches the mat.
Have you ever gone to a chiropractor or some massage where you get those? That's the same.
Oh, okay.
But the point is, you don't want to be related to it. The key is that you don't want to touch, because they can smell your scent. So my scent is not. So the way we did it, it was very specific, very strategic, and we are not related to it. We want Kona to believe that that fence can no longer be jumped over. This is how we're going to save her life, and this is how we're going to keep this family with no headaches, so they can leave their house and not feel, oh my God, she's gonna jump the fence again.
All of this information that we got today, we could start applying now and live a happy life with Kona.
Yeah, exactly. And be able to breathe easy if we leave her behind there. That's very stress relieving, you can say.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me in your house. See you later. Keep me posted, yeah. It always fills me with happiness when I see people who are truly committed to improving the relationship with their dog. Dana and Jeff report that Jake is improving every day.
Hey Cesar, it's Dana and Jeff. Giving an update on Jake. He's doing well. I'm gonna go walking with Baxter every night. He's adjusting well to the new prescription that you have prescribed. So he's doing much better. I can walk around him and he's not growling at me or trying to attack me, so it's good.
We also receive a positive report from Keith and Lee about Kona.
So it's been a couple weeks now since Cesar's been here, and I'm happy to say that Kona has not once even tried to jump the fence, which is terrific. She's so much more mellow, so much more easy to deal with.
So we just want to say thank you so very much, and we look forward to spending our lives with her and just enjoying it.
If you can transform your energy, you can become the balanced pack leader your dog needs.
I am the Dog Whisperer.